No, you're on a creamer.
Oh, snafu.
Snafu?
Snafu. Guess I'm putting butter and sugar in my coffee this morning.
Ew, why? What am I looking for? Oh, you want some of mine? It's delicious. Okay, well, you didn't even get any mugs. What are you even doing over here? What am I paying you for?
Wait, we get paid for this?
You guys are getting paid. So when I put on my RIT hoodie today, go Tigers.
Yes.
When I put this on, I thought to myself, because he was already downstairs making coffee, wow, I'm going blind right now. I thought, this motherfucker's probably down there in his orange RIT shirt, and we're gonna look like a couple of clowns. And then he comes upstairs, brushes his teeth, and he comes out the bedroom with this orange shirt that he's starting to put on, and I'm like,
She said,
no. We're not matching up in here today. There's like stuff in my eyes right now.
It's probably eye juice.
It's eye juice. Good morning. Would you like a cup of eye juice with your breakfast?
That's disgusting.
I got ants in my eyes. I'm ants in my eyes, Johnson. Oh boy. If you don't watch Rick and Morty, then you probably think I'm insane.
I didn't watch Rick and Morty, and it's freaking hilarious now.
I think I've cleared the juice.
Did you want your coffee now, or are you gonna wait?
I would like a coffee. Yes, please, coffee.
Would you like a venti or a grande?
Let me get a grande. No. You know what? I'm gonna need a venti because hello. Let's address the elephant in the room. We're back in our house.
Yes,
with
yes,
power.
yes. Look at this.
The lights work. We're in our kitchen. This is our space. We're
had
here
the best
with you.
night's sleep
Oh my God. We had
in a
air
week.
conditioning.
in a week.
We have gone all week with no air conditioning because the power has been out and DTE is stupid. Just kidding. But
I'm not.
no, also not kidding. So it's just been rough. It's been a rough week, and we both slept like fucking babies last night. The kinds of babies who actually sleep well, because
I'm like, hold up.
some babies do. I hear. You can pull it up. Pull it up. Pull it up. Thank you.
Coffee.
That was
and
so
dollar
much coffee. And what if I
bills.
need to add more creamer? Now there's no room for that.
Tough poops.
You left no margin for error here.
Well, sometimes that's the way it rolls. Man.
No, it's
look,
not very good.
Those are the perfect pour, back to back.
Man, oh my God, it's so funny because the whole week we've been forced to do the videos from our car. If you've been watching, you've already seen them. And I actually looked decent those days. I had on like dresses because I was out of pants and it was hot and I had to be in public. And now I'm back in my regular attire, which is a big old hoodie. Maybe I'll dress up for you guys once in a
She
while.
always looks good,
Aw,
but when the
that's
power
so
was out, she was looking good.
Oh my God, wow. It only takes a power outage for me to look attractive. Does anybody else sit crisscross applesauce? Like, it's more comfortable that way. When we eat, like, we typically eat dinners in the living room watching TV. I know that sounds lame, but like, fuck you.
You
Fuck
gave her a secret.
Don't judge me. I don't care because listen, we sit on the couch, right? And I must sit cross-legged when I eat. And he thinks it's so weird, especially because it's like in the way of the table. And I'm like, no, the table needs to be all the way up close to me. And he's like, if you put your legs down, it wouldn't need to be. Does anybody else do that when they eat? If you sit cross-legged while you eat, let me know so I don't feel so strange.
If you sit cross-legged, drop an angry emoji.
No, don't do that. Drop like a meditation emoji. Just kidding. There's like a cross-legged yogi girl.
There it
You
is.
seen it?
Yeah, I've seen it.
We, I think, are struggling to come up with ideas for this show. So let us know. Please tell us what you want us to talk about. Do you enjoy the content we've given you? Do you like what you see?
It's like about to start a song.
What? Do you like what you see?
With the holiday coming up, it's Labor Day, right?
Labor Day is coming up. By the
Labor
time
Day's
they
coming
watch
up.
this, Labor Day will have come and gone.
Oh, that's very
It'll
true.
be like, yeah,
I'm sorry.
it's okay.
But I'm gonna say it anyway, man. You got a busy week of. How do you prepare for a busy week? You know the week's gonna be busy. Are you thinking ahead, or you're letting your anxiety get to you, and you're like, I don't know what I'm gonna do this week. There's so much. Because guess what? There's so much this week.
Yeah, what do you have?
We.
What do we have?
All right, so I gotta get
we
JJ a little
do.
bit later.
Yeah.
Then we got the photos later.
Mm-hmm.
Then I have Arts Beats each Sunday. I play twice on Sunday.
Do you really?
Yeah, I gotta play at the church.
Oh, in
so
the morning.
I play twice on Sunday.
Oh shoot.
And then Monday's a holiday. We have plans. I'm not sure what. If
We're not doing anything.
Okay, so we're probably.
We might do something with
different.
JJ.
Yeah, and it's just
Maybe
like.
we'll take her.
What do you do?
To
Especially
prepare
when you
for
have,
a busy weekend.
Yeah, like because you're frazzled.
So for me personally, when there's like a super busy weekend coming up, especially if it's like a lot of gigs, actually no, in general, when I have a lot of coming up and I know it, I get ADHD paralysis, and
I just read that today.
Yeah? Really?
Yeah.
Oh,
I
well,
didn't read
it's
about
a
it,
thing.
but I saw it.
Well, it's a thing, and it's like you just have so many tasks, and like all of it's in your brain all at once, and so you just can't begin. You can't start with one thing. Like, this is more about if you have like actionable items, like, so maybe it's not the same thing as like when you're thinking ahead of like all these events, but either way, it's like you have so much that you get all this, like, at least for me, I get all this like anxiety about it, and then I kind of just do nothing until the last minute, which is how I live my life, and it's chaos.
She lives her life 1 mile at a time.
It is. If you know where the quote is from.
Oh, I didn't say it properly.
Oh,
I live
that
my
wasn't
life a 1/4 mile at a time.
Oh, a 1/4 mile at a time. You even sound like it when you say it.
Yes, it's one of my
I
favorite
live my
lines.
life a 1/4 mile at a time. That's him with a cold. Anyway, what was I saying? Oh, yeah, so it's like it's like almost like a huge weight on your shoulders, and you're like, oh, I know that I have all this coming up this weekend. I have so much to do to prepare, and I've got to make sure that my costumes are clean. I got to make sure I've got fuel. I got to clean my props. Sometimes if I'm feeling ambitious, got to make sure that, like, you know, whatever, everything's taken care of. And on top of that, you still have to work throughout the week. So it seems like you almost have to schedule time to have your anxious moments. Otherwise, it's just lingering forever throughout the week. But yeah, like, I don't have a solution. It's just, that's just how it happens for me. It's lots of anxiety. And then I usually don't start doing anything about it until the last minute. It's terrible. I should go to therapy.
No, see, I'm completely opposite.
Really?
I like to get started early. If I know it's going to be busy, I'm like, well, let me check this. Let me tune that.
admirable.
Let me make sure I got this.
It's
But
admirable.
then before it starts, what am I doing? I'm sitting there and I'm just thinking about everything. And I don't know.
That's because you have already done everything.
Yeah, but I'm still just thinking ahead. I'm not in the moment. I'm way ahead thinking, I got to do this, I got to do that. And it's like,
it's hard not to. It's hard not to. I don't know what it is. I wonder if everybody is like that.
That's what I want to know.
Yeah, because, like, I just don't know how you could possibly have all this stuff coming up for the weekend and you just, like, are just super chill and you're like, eh.
If you are,
no
I want the
biggie.
secret.
Yeah,
How
let
do you
us
do
know.
that? How do you wake up and you're like, yeah, you know, just mosey along about your day?
Yeah,
like,
I got 16 things going on this weekend, but it's fine.
it's time for me to go to my gig.
But
And you're just
today-
like, what?
Today is not that day, so you worry about it another day. I mean, that must be how they approach it. Yeah, it is not
I
that
need
simple
the
for
secret.
us.
No, it's not.
This is why we need structure. Let's talk structure, since it's in the realm of chaos and anxiety and preparing for gigs.
Without structure, it's chaos.
Exactly. It's so funny. I'm not an organized person by any means, if you haven't noticed.
That's a lie.
Is
She's
it?
got a couple of things she organizes really well.
Like what? These nuts?
Sidebar, gonna tell you a story.
That's
Story
out of
time.
pocket. Okay.
Not too long after we moved into our home, I went to go get Starbucks. Remember, I went to go get a Starbucks.
Okay, I don't remember this. but-
Okay, I get in the car, I drive to Starbucks.
We
Not
live
too
here?
far from here. Yeah, we live
Oh,
here.
okay.
And I'll pull up in Starbucks, and the way their drive-through is you get to a certain point, then you got 2 lanes entering. So it's one car and they alternate. You have to alternate at a certain point. It says it on the sign.
Like the McDonald's
alternate.
drive-through.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, I pull up and there's a car coming in. I have to let that car in. You alternate. I let the car in and the lady behind me gets so mad. She's cussing this lady. You ain't no taking cuts and you're a stupid bee and this and that.
Why she needed coffee.
She's like, I don't believe that nigga let it go in front of. I was just like, wow.
We're not saying that up
That's
on
what
this.
she said.
Are we saying that on
I'm
here?
sorry.
No, we
That's what she said. So I was just like, I rolled my window and I
just kidding.
said, you gotta alternate at this point. And she says, alternate these nuts.
That is rude.
I lost it.
I told him you should have paid for her
I
coffee.
did.
Oh, you did?
I laughed and I paid for a coffee. And I told the lady at the window, I said, the lady behind me is having a really shitty day.
That's nuts.
Oh.
I thought that story was going to be about me and organization because you were like,
No, sorry.
yeah, she is organized
Yeah, but then
sometimes.
you said
Sidebar,
organized
remember
these
we moved
nuts.
here? And I was like, oh, he has a story about me organizing?
I do. The cereal.
Everybody
She organized all the
doesn't
cereal.
need to know.
That's great though.
I didn't,
You eliminated
I didn't
the
want
boxes.
to do it. The only reason I did it is because we don't have a pantry.
So you did what?
So I organized the cereal.
There we go. She solved the problem by
This
organizing.
is Jordan's little tiny. It's also, I think it's easier for her than like having a big old family size box of Fruity Pebbles that she's like trying to fucking.
Until she pops it open and knocks it over.
That's why she doesn't get the full box in one of these.
Oh,
This is
man.
half the box.
Yes, prime example. You found it shouldn't make it anymore.
Wow, is it like that today?
You found a problem.
We get a one night of good sleep and we're just all out of sorts. Doesn't make sense.
You found a problem and you found a solution through organizing. So it's great.
Organizing is not my forte, if you will, but and in the same respect, like I'm also not a very structured person. Like I'm not one of those people that's like I wake up at 6 a.m. I do my morning run. I fucking make myself a huge gourmet breakfast. By 8 a.m. I'm showered, ready to start the day. Like absolutely not. I'm snoozing my alarm 4 times, at least. He hates it. It's a curse. Sorry.
Just use the most minimal time available to get ready.
Get ready.
Get ready.
For what?
For work, for
Yeah.
anything. It's like I got 7 minutes, Chris.
Well, that's the work from home life has completely changed that. I used to like actually put on makeup and like get dressed and look presentable and then commute to the office, which was like 40 minutes away, park downtown. That was a nightmare in itself. And then like, God, I do not miss that at all. Wow. But anyways, let's rewind. So yeah, I don't have like any structure to my day other than like wake up, have coffee. This is the only scheduled thing that we have during the days.
How's it start again?
Huh?
You should start over with how it goes.
Wake up.
Drink.
Wake up.
Drink.
Have coffee.
Drink.
That one's correct. Work.
Sleep.
No.
I'm just joking.
I'm confused.
Um,
But yes, so not a very structured person. However, I structure my. No, that's not true. I forgot where I was going with this because now we're so far away from where we started.
Yeah.
And it started with. Excuse me. It started with structure and organization and.
I would like to know if any of my friends or viewers organize their day in the way that is structured. 6 a.m. this, 7 a.m.
I mean, it's
that.
got to be very efficient.
It's gotta be, but how do you stick to that schedule? I know they say you have to do things,
Discipline.
what, 10 times or
Like
45
times.
for it to become a habit.
Yes.
And I mean,
I don't know. I made that number up, but it's a lot.
I used to have that habit when I went to the office at 7 a.m.
Well, yeah, it's easier.
I wake right up, get ready, I'm out the door. But no snooze button, none of that stuff. But I lost it. I was just.
If you don't use it,
You lose it.
Yeah, it's funny though because like as unorganized as I am, disorganized, unorganized,
Unorganized.
as not organized as I am, not as I am, as
Start over.
I'm not organized. However, with my work life, I have to like make lists. I'm a list person. Otherwise, like I don't know what the fuck needs to be done. So I'll make lists, even like about the smallest task. I'm one of those people. So like I need to physically write it down. I also have a digital list in my digital notepad. But like I need to check it off or cross it off or whatever. even the smallest task, like respond to that email, done. Everything's on a list. Make a list. That's number one on the list.
I have seen these lists and they exist.
I have so many. I do them in my personal life too. And I think it's just because I always have so many thoughts that if I don't write them down in list form, they will elude me. They will leave my brain.
I want to throw the question out there one more time. How do you stay organized in a chaotic gigging
Why are you
weekend?
rocking back and forth?
I don't know. I'm just doing it.
I feel like we're in a mental hospital. I'm just kidding. Go on. Ask the people your question again.
How do you stay organized on a gigging weekend that is just jam-packed?
Giggity.
Jam-packed, holiday, all of that. How do you stay organized? I want to know, because I want to implement some of your ideas into my routine when I'm getting ready. Because I'm a little frazzled this weekend. It's a lot. I'm a little frazzled.
I'm sorry. You wanted to talk about raising prices for holidays. Is this something that you all practice? Do you have a price increase for holiday gigs? Because I think it makes sense. Like, it's a high demand day. So if you're booking, that means you're completely blocking off the possibility of working with anyone else. If you think about like hotels and stuff, they double their rates on holidays. I mean, it's same with like flights and everything. Airlines, I mean, it's way more expensive to travel during spring break. It's not a holiday, but that was the first thing I could think of.
I did not think about that. You're right. Think about Thanksgiving.
Thanksgiving, the night before is the biggest bar night. They probably jack their prices up. I don't know if that's true, but I just imagine it to be true.
Playing in bars on night before Thanksgiving, I have not seen bar prices
go
go
up. I meant like drinks.
Yeah,
is that what you meant?
Yeah, I've never seen those prices go up.
Well, they
should.
But
because there's so many people in there.
Maybe it would deter people from drinking and being a shit show and
Bruh,
driving.
And man, wow.
An
idea for y'all bars out there. And then you'll have some extra to pay the performers.
Ooh, more tea today? Is that what we're doing? Yeah, you're gonna wait while you sip. So,
we were supposed to sip at the same time. With the tea.
Let's try it again. Let's do it again. Let's do the tea bit. Get ready. I almost just dumped that all over me. Oh boy. Yeah. Raising your rates, I think, makes sense for holidays.
Yep. Because there's so many other things you could be doing, but you're gonna take that time and dedicate it to not just your craft, but using that craft in a public setting. You gotta get paid for that.
Can we talk about holidays and being a performer, because you're missing out on a lot of memories with family.
Bruh.
So that in itself, I feel like, is a good reason to at least make it worth your while, because we have never had a New Year's Eve together.
No.
I don't think ever.
Nope.
Maybe once. I think one year we went out and celebrated because we were.
We did.
Amber
Yep. But that comes
we're
in.
We're both always working.
That goes back to the last episode of knowing to say no. At some point, you're just going to be like, I'm not taking that gig.
I think that's where I'm at now.
Yeah.
At my point. Because before, like, I was still in my early years of performing, and I was like, I just want all the gigs, left and right. Give me all the gigs. But then you do the gig, and sure, you might get a nice chunk of change to take home. But then what? You've missed out on a holiday. You've missed out on potentially, like, making memories with the person or people that you love. So at some point, it might not be worth it anymore.
Yeah.
Now, that's not to say I won't be working on New Year's Eve. I don't know. Well, it just depends on what comes my way. I did a really cool gig on New Year's Eve last year. This year, whatever. It was a wedding reception, but it was also a New Year's Eve party, and it was circus themed. It was really fun. I did that with Globation. Shout out to Globation, Ohio-based circus company. Love y'all. Yeah, it was really fun. But you had a gig that night too?
I have not had a New Year's gig in years.
Oh. Who needs a band on New Year's? Holler at fucking Big Arcadia or Funkwagon. Just showing that out there, throwing that out there.
Yeah, for sure.
I'm gonna sip on my coffee.
I don't know why I'm rocking.
It's like making me very uneasy.
It's because there's so much this week. It's just in my head.
You know what it is? It's a self-soothing. It's like like what babies do. Not to say that you're a baby, but literally that's like it's a soothing thing. So you do it subconsciously.
Yeah, it's
funny. I'm just picking
and
up.
I haven't played drums this week, and
I've
been restless. My feet are they won't stop. My hands won't stop. So I need to get that out.
I could give you a task.
Is it music related?
We could put music on.
Man, forget you.
Kind of, what's the word?
Organizer.
Oh yeah, I do have lists. I said that already. Consult. I was looking for the word consult. I'm going to consult the notebook. Hello, notebook. What do you think? Does anyone else make themselves laugh the way that I do? I'm hilarious.
Who's barbecuing?
Who's barbecuing on Labor Day?
It won't matter.
Oh yeah, this will be way late.
It'll be over with.
Why didn't you invite us to your barbecue, bro?
Yeah,
we're mad at you.
That's the better question.
Yeah, let's just berate whoever's watching for not inviting us to their barbecue. Couple of random topics we can sprinkle in this one. This is just
we're just freestyling.
Yeah, we're freestyling this one. Question for you: what's your favorite holiday to perform on? If you have to do a holiday, what's the one?
Ooh.
Or like what time of year or whatever season, if you will.
Favorite time of year to perform will probably be fall.
Why?
It's nice and cool. You're still playing outdoor shows.
Yeah, and you're not sweltering.
Man, you got the fire in the background raging. You can smell that.
That's nice.
It's just great. Shout out to Party Like AFC. We did that a couple years and it was fun.
What, like a bonfire?
Yes, this was the biggest fire I'd ever seen in my life.
My foot's asleep.
And we rocked it so hard the police shut us down.
Ha!
Twice.
I had some bonfires get shut down by the cops too.
Yeah, the party was fun. But I'd say the fall. The fall.
Interesting. So what about a holiday?
If I had to choose a holiday, I've done a Christmas one. I don't want to do that ever again.
Where?
On
TV.
It was on TV.
Yeah.
January. What other holidays are there? 4th of July. I'd say 4th of July. Something about the fireworks going off.
Good barbecuing.
Playing. Yeah.
You get good barbecuing.
Yeah, 4th of July, definitely.
Oh. For me.
I already know yours.
What's the answer?
Halloween.
I mean, what other answer is there? Like, now, actually, I have two because, yeah, Halloween is a season in itself. You've heard me say it. Spooky season, haunt season. From September 1st to October 31st, sometimes even a little bit into November. Whoa, that was fast. A little bit into November. It's just like spooky, and I got really good with different makeup techniques and stuff. I never used to be into that on Halloween. I would just like buy a costume and be like, this is what I am. But I've been like, since I started performing at haunted houses, I was doing like intricate like makeup, sometimes wicked. Gory, sometimes not really gory, but sometimes just creepy and spooky.
You should pop a few of those in there.
I don't have the energy for that kind of editing, but if you've seen it, what?
You got energy for that.
I don't. Yeah, I really love that about it. It's kind of like you're playing a character every time, a different character, and you can just be as fucking like weird and creepy as you want to be, and you're not like expected to like, because normally at like a higher end performance or whatever venue, it's like circusy and posy and like whatever and look at me, but now it's like, I'm gonna fucking kill you. That's why Halloween is fun.
I'm complete opposite. I'm not a big Halloween guy.
I didn't used to like love it as much as I do now. I mean, I always loved it, but it was never like for me it was like a day, other than like
a season.
Yeah, but other than like I like to go into like ciders. Oh my god. Or orchards. Jesus Christ. Cider mills?
There you go.
Am I saying the words I'm trying to say?
Good. You like to have donuts and apple cider.
That's it. Thank you so much. That's all I care about before performing. And now it's like time to play dress up 3 to 4 nights a week.
Man, I don't see her in October.
Yes, you do. You see me when I get home and I drive through Taco Bell and bring it home. Can we discuss going in a drive-through in full fucking like scary makeup? It is so funny.
You gotta record that.
I tried once, and the one time I did it, I did not even get a cool reaction.
Don't let them know you're recording.
They didn't know. But like, he was just like, huh, cool. But like some people like freak out. It's so funny. It's always fun because you just pull up to the window and like, I mean, what are you supposed to say? Like, yeah, can I get cheese gordita crunch and a Baja Blast? And also, just so you know, I'm gonna look really fucking weird when I pull up to the next window. You can't give them a warning. I don't know. Also, I get way more food than that at Taco Bell. Just full transparency.
And then she doesn't eat it.
That's not true.
It's
after
true.
a Halloween, after a haunt gig, yes, I'm eating all of
Actually,
it.
yeah, you're right. You
Yeah.
never say,
Oh, I
Chris, do you want
smash.
this? It's gone. You're right.
Smash.
Hey, babe, do you want this?
Smash it. But so I had two. My other favorite holiday or whatever to perform would be New Year's Eve, just because it's like a fancier, almost like a sexy holiday, if you will. I did like a go-go dancey type of gig on one New Year's Eve. I really loved that costume too. That was fun. It was at like a nightclub. And then I did the circus one last year. I'm missing one, but I don't remember. But anyways, that's also fun. And like, you know, it's just hype. It's just a party. Hype.
Yeah, Halloween wouldn't work for me. For one reason. Well, I'm gonna say this part now. I'm done with Halloween. I can't play drums being uncomfortable. And if I have to wear some type of costume, man, I'll just no. And
but
it's
you can
hot.
just
I'm sweating
paint
under
your
there.
face.
Yeah.
Get a little,
my
or
face.
wear a mask.
Yeah, maybe.
But I know it's hot.
Hot.
I get that.
I
mean,
sweat from here
What's funny?
all the way down.
What's funny about all that is, I mean, I also sweat. I play with fire while I'm in full face paint.
I don't want to have to do that while I'm playing. I'm trying to keep a beat. I can't be up there.
Your excuses is what I hear coming from your mouth. Is excuses.
Let me just say,
Hungry.
I don't care. No, I'm just playing.
Rude.
I got nothing.
Also, though, now that I've said New Year's Eve, I was just thinking about how fun. I mean, the Christmas season has always been my favorite season, just from the time of like, honestly, it's like September 1st to New Year's Day. It's like that deal. You know what I mean? I think a lot of people feel that way, but excuse me. But I just really love Christmas time. I fucking love Christmas music. I will fight to the death about how amazing Christmas music is, and I will listen to it all December long. Only December though. I won't go crazy and start playing it before Thanksgiving. Thanksgiving is a sham of a holiday. But anyway.
I'm straight, bruh. I'm okay.
What, on the music?
Yes, give me Christmas music on
Christmas
Eve,
I knew you were gonna say
Christmas
that.
Eve, and half of Christmas.
2.5 days of Christmas
I
music?
worked in retail,
Blasphemy.
and they start that music in October.
How long ago did you work in retail?
It doesn't matter. I've
It
worked in
matters.
retail for more than 20 years, and that mess stinks. You
Sounds
walk
like
into the mall, and
your
it's
choice.
just... It ain't even snow outside. Halloween ain't even
We don't get
passed
snow on
yet.
Christmas anymore
I'm
anyway.
just saying.
It's
don't.
Michigan.
We probably gonna have sunshine and palm trees in Michigan.
Palm trees are gonna sprout out. Oh, I want to do a Christmas palm tree instead of a Christmas tree.
Okay, well, let's do that.
And hang some like coconuts instead of ornaments. Just kidding. I'm kidding.
I enjoy it a little bit more now, but man.
Because of me?
Whoa.
Is it because of me?
Because of you and because of time that has gone by, but no.
Yeah.
Mm-mm.
No, I get that. I get it. It's not everyone's cup of tea.
Imagine standing in
It's
the
just
mall
fun.
for 8 to 12 hours and it's just Christmas.
I
There's
used-
only so many Christmas songs.
I used to work in a hotel for a while, and not for 20 years, but I worked in a hotel long enough to know that they got the exact same soundtrack on all day, every day.
Was it a CD or was it?
I think it was like a radio station.
Yeah,
But it was like a pre-programmed.
it's a music player.
Yeah, I don't fucking know.
Yeah.
I don't even know where it was or how they turned it on. I never knew.
Should have broke it once you.
I don't
found
know
it.
where it was.
Just follow the wires.
Follow the wires. I worked in retail. Let's talk about my retail job.
Oh my god.
I worked in retail when I was in high school. I worked at Claire's, the accessory store, when I was 16.
Y'all know the store people be shoplifting from all the time.
Right. I worked there, I don't even know, 3 weeks maybe. It did not last long because them bitches told me They told me that I had to work. First of all, they told me that if you're on call, it just means you have to call in, but we will never actually call you in. And I was like, okay, cool. So when I was on call, I would call in and they'd be like, cool, thanks for calling in.
That's
like, enjoy your
stupid.
day. And then I would have to hang up. That was what they told me. And then Black Friday time rolls around and they decided that on call means you're coming in or else. So I called in and they were like, yeah, we really need you. We're really busy today. And I was like, well, I don't have a ride because I'm 16 and I don't have a car. So are you going to come pick me up? And they were like, well, you're on call. You're supposed to have a scheduled ride. And I was like, you told me that if I was on call, I did not actually need to come in. So why would I schedule somebody to take me when you told me? Like, they contradicted the whole thing that they told me. And then they got mad at me because the manager was so unprofessional. She was like, well, you just ruined my evening plans with my family. And she hung up on me abruptly. And I was like, you know what? Fuck this bitch. I quit. I'll come in to get my paycheck tomorrow.
We're going off topic and I'm going to say something.
I don't care. We talked about retail.
It's the dumbest thing I've ever heard. So I'm supposed to section off part of my day because I might have to work.
It was so stupid.
But I might be able to do what I want to do. And then the manager gets upset. I'm sorry, Mr. Male Manager. That's your job. That is your job.
Right. You chose this life.
You chose that life. You can't be upset. You ruined my holiday plans. No, you ruined your holiday plans.
You ruined it by being a manager.
You should quit your job.
Yeah. I mean, but really. Like, I'm a manager currently, and I have people that report to me who are responsible for doing certain reports for certain clients, and if one of them is like suddenly ill or whatever, or they quit or like whatever happens, that report still needs to get done. So guess who's going to end up doing it? The manager. If I can't find any other resources. But like either way it goes, it's like that's your problem as the manager. Like you have to figure out. You don't make them feel bad. Like, oh well, you just ruined my holiday. Like, what the fuck off.
I worked an entire Black Friday because it was Black Friday because the girl came into work and was like, I just really don't feel like. I was like, you don't feel like working?
She didn't feel like
I was
working?
like, okay, well, go home. Really?
Don't come back.
Yeah. She went home. I never scheduled her again. I worked the whole day because that was my job. And I needed to make my numbers, and I was a real go-getter for this company.
Wait, I'm perplexed. How do you show up to work and tell your manager you don't feel like working?
And all she had was a 4-hour shift. I was like, you know what? Go home.
What was her reasoning?
She just wasn't in the mood to work because it was the holiday. I was like, I don't want to work either, but I'm here. But I can't afford to lose my numbers.
You could still do the bare minimum.
Leave.
You could still at least be
She was terrible
in the store.
Anyway, I'm pretty sure she came to drunk. She came to work drunk every day.
Did you say she came in a drunk?
I said she came to drunk.
Oh,
she came to drunk
I
every
have a
day.
come to drunk all the time. I come to Jesus. I come to drunk.
Oh my God!
Just
so I sent her on her way, man. She never worked there again.
You couldn't just fire her outright? Because I would have.
I'm exposing it. Sunglass has this policy where you just could not fire people. You had to pretty much build this intricate.
Put them on like a performance plan?
Yes, or they had to not show up or stuff like that. You really had to do something. They had to do something to get fired.
If you stop scheduling someone long enough, they're going to quit.
They're going to quit, yeah. But
is it because they didn't want to pay unemployment? Is that why you couldn't fire them?
That's why, you know what? That's actually it. That's actually
cheap ass companies.
They didn't want us to fire them because then they would have had to pay unemployment. So they had to willingly quit or commit some shoplifting or retail fraud to get fired, and then you don't, just cause there. It was just the same reason they didn't want to give them more than 10 to 15 hours a week and expect them to work there and be loyal. I had loyal people. Sorry.
No, it's fine. I just want to say before I forget my thought. It's wild to me that like we're so off topic today, but I don't care. It's wild to me that. Oh, what was I gonna say? I got it. That a company would rather have a employee dragging the whole team down, as opposed to just firing them and paying them unemployment or severance or whatever it is. Instead of doing that, they would rather just have somebody like be a poor performer on the team and everybody else is picking up their slack. And like, it's just crazy to me that is the route that the company would rather take. Because that's what it sounds like.
And I had to be the bad guy to deliver that kind of news. Like, yeah, you get 15 hours. So, shout out to some of the crew that's still up with me on Facebook, man, because y'all was the ones, man. Y'all know who y'all are. I don't should I say some names?
No.
Okay, cool.
20 years ago, we worked at Sunglass Hut.
Hey, man, that was my squad because people work for people.
That's true.
I learned that at Sunglass Hut from a very good regional manager. She was cool.
Okay, cool. Well, yeah, this has been all over the place.
We went off the rails today.
I don't know
apologize.
what we were talking about.
Holidays coming up, gig is coming up. What are you doing? What did you do?
Are you as scatterbrained as we are? Or were you as scatterbrained as we were in this video? Because is it
you guys will watch the video and be like, what?
Y'all are gonna have whiplash. Like, wait, they're over here, they're over there. What are they talking about?
Get your notebooks, take notes.
I'm not gonna know what to title this episode. This is gonna be episode 8, the shit show. I don't even know.
The Dark Knight Rises.
The holiday shit show. Cool.
We did it for fun today. We had no structure. It was just,
This is like what we do when we're not filming. I mean, we're just talking about random shit. It's just all over the place. So this is just real life for us. We're just inviting you into our kitchen, into our home, so you can, enjoy the ride, enjoy the show.
That's why, man, we got some topics if y'all want us to change it from just performing. We got some topics.
Do we? Oh, like super controversial topics.
Yes. Like
stuff we actually talk about.
Let's get into it.
We'll talk. We'll.
We're gonna discuss this when we get off here. I think we should.
If you've made it this far, let us know. Do you guys want us to focus on creative stuff? Because I feel like that makes sense with the theme of the videos. Or you just want us to shoot the shit about
spicy?
Anything and everything. We've still had it pretty spicy.
But we can get a lot
It's been medium spice. Medium spice.
We can make it.
Like medium in like an Indian food restaurant. Or Thai, I meant not Indian.
I'm about to say, because that's hot anyway.
No, well Thai food, if you ask for a medium and it's fucking hot still. Oh, now I want Thai food. Can we get some pad Thai? Wait. You guys, my coffee is cold now. There's not a lot left, but I'm gonna get a little warm up. Anyways, I hope you all had a great holiday weekend.
Definitely.
Nice extended weekend. His daughter is going back to school this week, so she might make some special appearances. We might have a little special guest joining us soon.
Which might be cool, but also, God, back to waking up at 6 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah.
No kid should ever have to wake up that early for anything.
Ooh, that's another topic for another day. All right, well, thanks for hanging out with us. This has been 2 exposures, please. Oh my God, we did it without laughing that time.
You did.
Yeah, I'm proud of us. All right, cheers. Have a great weekend, y'all. Bink.